Good evening, everyone. First of two quick prediction shows before, in Jay's words, we go and watch United get hammered. We'll see if that comes off in a couple of hours.
Come on, you
We're going to talk some
Spurs!
boxing first of all. Glasgow this Saturday. Josh Taylor returns for the first time at 147. Long overdue in the eyes of most of us. He's got a very interesting fight, should we say, against Ekow Essuman, who's never fought at the level of Josh Taylor before, but one seems to be on the way up, even though Essuman's older than Taylor. He seems to be on an upward trajectory. Josh Taylor's kind of plateaued a little bit, should we say. So, look, some people I've interacted with are very big on Taylor just being way too much for Essuman and being a level above. And I see the argument, I do. But other people are on the line of Ekow Essuman's gonna chin him. He's just Taylor's done and he's toast. So, usual story, boys, on the prediction shows. Give me your outlook and then let's get some picks in.
Look, if it goes to script, Josh Taylor wins 12-0, 11-1, 10-2, right? But we all know that it's not as simple as that. Two guys or two girls go into the ring, half dressed with gloves and a gum shield, and fight it out. There's no rhyme or reason to any of it. The champions don't always win. The better guys don't always win on the night. And I think this is about what level Essuman can get to or is at and potentially could get to, and what level Josh Taylor is at now. Not where he's been and where he's going, but what's the level he's at now, and are the two going to meet and it's a 50-50? I don't think so, but it's the biggest fight of Essuman's career. Right, it's his world title fight. Imagine that name on his record. Irrespective of what we think Taylor's got left, I'm talking about to have a win over Josh Taylor on your record gets you big fights, big nights moving forward. As I said last night, we could potentially see Essuman versus Eubank for a box off for a world title challenge in 6 months. Do you know what I mean? So I just think my pick's not changed from day dot. And I just think that if Josh Taylor turns up and has 75% of what he's had previously, and Essuman is just as we've seen, a very high-level fighter, domestic European, and that's no slight on him. I'm not disrespecting him. That is a fantastic level and 100 levels above anything I could dream to achieve. But I just think if Josh Taylor's at 75%, a 75% Josh Taylor beats a 100% Essuman, but we won't know that until the first bell rings.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I stand by what I said last night. I think Josh Taylor would have benefited from this fight being on the Nottingham card 2 weeks ago as the co-main event. He would have got a few hundred fans going down with him, but it wouldn't be the pressure he's going to have.
A lot of pressure.
I think Frank said today they've done 6,000 tickets, which, considering where Josh has been in the last couple of years, that isn't bad if they've done
that isn't bad at all.
6,000 in there. So a lot of pressure on him. And as we also said last night, that Scottish crowd will turn on Josh Taylor.
It'll be a bear pit, mate, but they'll turn on him just as much as support him.
And, like we say, Ekow Essuman has never been anywhere near the level of Josh Taylor. But if we want to be really honest about it, no other British fighter has ever been a 4-belt undisputed world champion. So technically, no other fighter in Britain's ever got to Josh Taylor's level. Yeah. It's just about how far has Josh Taylor fallen. I mean, look, he says he should have moved up to 147 after the first Catterall fight. Is that true, or is he just saying that to try and put up a smokescreen for the Lopez and obviously the Catterall rematch performance, where he was, if we're honest, in both fights, quite a long way off it on both nights? I think confidence is a big thing. Essuman has obviously beaten Owen Cooper and Ben Vaughan in his last 2 fights. We know who Taylor's lost to. If Josh Taylor is only 10% off his best, I go, that could be enough for Essuman. Josh Taylor's had to chase his last few fights, hasn't he? Against Lopez, it was 6-0 down after 6 and had to chase it in the second half. Against Jack, it was a bit closer, but you always felt he was chasing the fight, didn't you? Yeah. If he's got to do that again on Saturday and Essuman's able to build up a lead, then are the same demons going to come back for Josh Taylor? Is he going to feel like, I'm in this same position again, why does this keep happening to me? We already know he doesn't let his hands go with the same conviction as he was, say, when he beat Ramirez and he landed those 2 knockdowns. So, look, Ekow Essuman is in a win-win situation. If he loses to Josh Taylor, he was never expected to beat Josh Taylor. If he beats Josh Taylor, like we said last night, it could be him against Harlem Eubank, Jack Catterall, someone in that 147 by the end of this year. It's, there's more upside for Ekow Essuman in win and loss from Saturday than there is for Josh Taylor. If Josh Taylor loses, as Jay alluded to last night, we probably won't see him again. You don't feel like he'll allow himself to be seen again if he loses. So it's an interesting fight.
I don't think his ego. Yeah, I don't think Taylor's ego could take.
Nah, he's done, mate.
A defeat like that because he's been at such a high level.
He isn't going to be an opponent for no one, mate. He ain't going to be no B-side opponent for no one, Josh Taylor. If Ekow Essuman beats Josh Taylor in emphatic style, which I believe the only way he can beat Josh is by knockout. I can't see him outpointing Josh.
Nope.
If he beats Josh and he stops him, Josh will hang him up 1,000,000%.
Just the way Essuman fights as well, up close, I could see, I know I say this and it's got to happen at some stage, but I could see an head clash and a cut or something. Does Essuman not cause cuts? Has he not done that in 3
No, he does. He did it against Cooper. Him and Owen Cooper.
Because he comes in low.
There you go. JFT's calling it.
No, JFT's not. JFT's sticking a lump on disqualification as he always does.
For me, boys, I've got Taylor winning it on points. I think he'll have enough for Ekow. And look, it'd be an amazing story if Ekow Essuman wins it. He's come from the depths of nowhere, and he's always in great fights. I've got a soft spot for any fighter who gives us wars every time. So, look, I'm maybe cheering on Ekow Essuman, but I think Josh Taylor will have enough left to do it on point. So the three of us are kind of in unanimous agreement there, are we? With who we think's going to on.
I see a shake of a head there.
I think Ekow Essuman's going to get a points victory. I said it.
Points.
I said it again. I think he'll do him on points.
Ekow on points. Wow, Liam. That's an interesting pick. That could be Danny Garcia to stop Lara job. That.
Oh, here we go. I've just got a feeling, mate. I think Josh is it just doesn't seem right. I mean, everything you see from him recently, you just always think, something just doesn't seem like it's at the level it was.
Yes, Pat.
18, 24 months ago. And I think, like we said, Ekow beating Josh Taylor would be him becoming an undisputed world champion. It would mean that much to him. I just think he's...
Oh, look, there's one man who is hungry going into that ring on Saturday night.
Who's his coach?
Starving.
Who's Essuman's coach?
I actually don't know.
But yeah, I'm similar to Sam. I'd love to see Essuman do it. I'm not a Josh Taylor fan. I just don't like the guy. He just rubs me up the wrong way. I think I'm seeing his confidence as arrogance, and I don't like the way he handled the first Catrol fight. I think it was obnoxious in the aftermath of that fight, and wasn't very gracious or magnanimous in his undeserved victory. But look, I expect him to come out all guns blazing and put on a statement performance. I'm going to go different. I think he could potentially stop Essuman late just through sheer exhaustion. I think he's going to start really quick. He's not a concussive power puncher, but I think it'll be a fatigue, that kind of thing. And
no, sir.
I'm here. Can you not hear me?
No, you're good, mate.
I think it's you we've lost, Sam.
Yeah, we've lost Sam.
Sam, can you hear us?
He's gone.
He's gone, hasn't he? But look, I'm going to go Essuman round 10.
Essuman, yes. Essuman round 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 10-round fight as well, so let's see what happens.
Oh, right. 8 then.
8, yes, it's only a 10-rounder, mate. It's confirmed as a 10-rounder.
Are you back with us, Sam? No.
No, he's gone, mate.
End the stream, Sam. We've given our predictions. DJ Pat, thanks for joining us. Anybody else that's
see you in a minute
joined in? But yeah, you can catch us on SW Fight Hub's YouTube channel in a couple of minutes for our next prediction. Thanks, guys.
Cheers, everyone.
Quite, Sam. Send him a message, mate. He's gone.
Right, see you in a bit.